Adnascence. Adnascence. Noun. The fact of being adnascent, an instance of this. Adnascent. Adnascent. Adjective. Growing on or in close proximity to the surface of something, of two surfaces growing in close proximity. Adnate. Adnate. Adjective. Joined by having grown together. Adnation. Adnation. Noun. Attachment of the surface of one part to that of another part, the condition of being adnate, especially the union of one whorl of floral organs to another dissimilar whorl, as stamens to petals. Adnex. Adnex. Noun. Otto Jesperson's word for a word, typically a verb or group of words of secondary importance in a nexus or predicative relation. Adnexa. Adnexa. Noun. The parts adjoining an organ. Adnexal. Adnexal. Adjective. Derivative of adnexal. Adnext. Adnexed. Adjective. Of the gills of certain fungi, reaching, but only narrowly attached to, the stipe or stem. Adnominal. Adnominal. Adjective. Attached to or modifying a noun. Adnomination. Adnomination. Noun. Equals agnomination. Adnoun. Adnoun. Noun. A word added to or joined to a noun, specifically an adjective. Adnumber. Adnumber. Verb. To count or class among persons or things of a specified category, to enumerate. Ado. Ado. Noun. A state of agitation or fuss, especially about something unimportant. Adobe. Adobe. Noun. A kind of clay used as a building material. Adobo. Adobo. Noun. A Filipino dish of chicken or pork stewed in vinegar, garlic, soy sauce, bay leaves, and peppercorns. Adoing. Adoing. Adjective. In the process of happening, being done, going on, only in predicative use. Adolesce. Adolesce. Verb. To become adolescent, to pass through adolescence. 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 Noun. The period following the onset of puberty during which a young person develops from a child into an adult. Adolescency. Adolescency. Noun. Adolescence. Adolescent. Adolescent. Adjective. Of a young person in the process of developing from a child into an adult. Noun. An adolescent boy or girl. Adolescently. Adolescently. Adverb. In a manner characteristic of an adolescent. Adonite. Adonite. Noun. Ribitol. Adonitol. Adonitol. Noun. Ribitol. Adonize. Adonize. Verb. To adorn, beautify, to titivate, chiefly refl, used chiefly of men, formerly also with it, with reflexive meaning, now historical. Adopt. adopt. Verb: legally take another's child and bring it up as one's own. Adoptability: adoptability. Noun: capability of being adopted, suitability for adoption. Adoptable: adoptable. Adjective: derivative of adoptable. Adoptant: adoptant. Noun: adopter. Adjective: of a person that adopts another, adoptive, rare before late 20th cent. Adoptative: adoptative. Adjective: designating a parent, child, or relationship that is such by adoption, adoptive. Adoptee: adoptee. Noun: derivative of adoptee. Adopter: adopter. Noun: derivative of adopter. Adoption: adoption. Noun: the action or fact of adopting or being adopted. Adoptional: adoptional. Adjective: of or relating to adoption, that is due to adoption. Adoptive: adoptive. Adjective: of a child or parent in that relationship by adoption. Adoptively: adoptively. Adverb: derivative of adoptively. Adopter: adoptor. Noun: adopter. Adorability: adorability. Noun: derivative of adorability. Adorable: adorable. Adjective: inspiring great affection or delight. Adorableness: adorableness. Noun: derivative of adorableness. Adorably: adorably. Adverb: in a way that inspires great affection, delightfully or charmingly. Adoral: adoral. Adjective: relating to or denoting the side or end where the mouth is situated. Adorally: adorally. Adverb: derivative of adorally. Adorant: adorant. Adjective: adoring. Noun: a worshipper or devotee, now especially as represented in art or iconography. Adoration: adoration. Noun: deep love and respect. Adorative: adorative. Adjective: of, relating to, or characterized by adoration, that adores or venerates. Adoratory: adoratory. Noun: a place of worship, specifically in a non-Christian context, one used by the indigenous peoples of Central and South America. Adjective: adorative. Adorbs: adorbs. Adjective: arousing great delight, cute or adorable. Adore: adore. Verb: love and respect someone deeply. Adornment: adornment. Noun: the action of adoring, adoration. Adorer: adorer. Noun: derivative of adorer. Adoring: adoring. Adjective: feeling or expressing deep affection, love, or admiration. Adoringly, adoringly. Adverb, derivative of adoringly. Adorkable, adorkable. Adjective, unfashionable or socially awkward in a way regarded as appealing or cute. Adorn, adorn. Verb, make more beautiful or attractive. Adornate, adornate. Verb, to adorn, ornament, to embellish. Adornation, adornation. Noun, the act of adorning or decorating something, the fact of being adorned. Adorner, adorner. Noun, derivative of adorner. Adorningly, adorningly. Adverb, so as to adorn, as ornamentation, decoratively. Adornment, adornment. Noun, a thing which adorns or decorates, an ornament. Adosculation, adosculation. Noun, impregnation or fertilization of an animal by the external contact of genital orifices, without intromission, also, fertilization of plants by pollination obsolete, also figurative and in extended use, mouth-to-mouth kissing, now rare. Adown, adown. Adverb, to a lower place or position, downward, down, towards the earth, frequently with verbs of motion, often those signifying descent, as fall, sink, kneel, etc. Preposition, figurative and in figurative contexts, during, over the course of, or after, a period of time, throughout the course of time. Adoxal, adoxal. Adjective, absurd, illogical. Adoze, adoze. Adjective, that is in a doze. Adperson, adperson. Noun, a person whose job is writing or producing commercial advertisements, a person who works in an advertising agency. Adposition, adposition. Noun, a preposition or postposition. Adpositional, adpositional. Adjective, involving or relating to adpositions, that functions as an adposition. Adprep, adprep. Noun, a word or particle that can function as an adverb or preposition, or combine the two functions simultaneously. Adpress, adpress. Verb, to press closely to a surface, to lay flat, to press surfaces or objects to each other. Adpressed, adpressed. Adjective, lying closely against the adjacent part, or against the ground. Adpromisor, adpromisor. Noun, a person who gives bail or security. Adradial, adradial. Adjective, in radially symmetrical invertebrates such as jellyfishes and echinoderms, relating to or situated near or beside primary rays or axes. Noun, an adradial organ or body part. Adradius, adradius. Noun, in an invertebrate with radial symmetry, as a cnidarian or an echinoderm, any of the tertiary third order rays or axes, each located between a perradius and an interradius. Adragant. Adragant. Noun. In full, gum adragant, adragant gum, a plant gum obtained from various shrubs of the genus Astragalus. Adraw. Adraw. Adverb. So as to swell out or draw with the wind, also as adjective, of a sail swelling out with the wind, drawing. Adream. Adream. Adverb. In a dream, also occasionally as adjective in predicative use, dreaming, asleep. Adrectal. Adrectal. Adjective. Situated at or near the rectum, especially formerly designating the glands of certain gastropod mollusks from which Tyrian purple was obtained, now usually called hypobranchial. Adri. Adreigh. Adverb. At or to a distance, away, off. Adrenal. Adrenal. Adjective. Relating to or denoting a pair of ductless glands situated above the kidneys, each consists of a core region, adrenal medulla, secreting adrenaline and noradrenaline, and an outer region, adrenal cortex, secreting corticosteroids. Noun. An adrenal gland. Adrenalectomize. Adrenalectomize. Verb. To perform adrenalectomy on. Adrenalectomized. Adrenalectomized. Adjective. That has undergone usually bilateral adrenalectomy. 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 Noun. Surgical excision of one or both adrenal glands, an instance of this, in later use also, suppression or abolition of the synthesis of adrenal hormone by means of drugs. Adrenaline. Adrenaline. Noun. A hormone secreted by the adrenal glands that increases rates of blood circulation, breathing, and carbohydrate metabolism and prepares muscles for exertion. Adrenalize. Adrenalize. Verb. Chiefly surgery, to treat with adrenaline, now rare. Adrenalized. Adrenalized. Adjective. Affected with adrenaline. Adrenarche. Adrenarche. Noun. The first appearance of pubic and axillary hair in a child, occurring as a result of increased hormone synthesis by the adrenal cortex, the time at which this occurs, typically around 8 years of age. Adrenergic. Adrenergic. Adjective. Relating to or denoting nerve cells in which adrenaline, noradrenaline, or a similar substance acts as a neurotransmitter. Adrenergically. Adrenergically. Adverb. By means of adrenergic nerves or neurotransmission. Adrenin. Adrenin. Noun. Adrenaline. Adrenoceptor. Adrenoceptor. Noun. Equals adrenergic receptor. Adrenochrome. Adrenochrome. Noun. A sulfur-containing extract of the adrenal glands of animals, used medicinally, disused. Adrenocortical. Adrenocortical. Adjective. Of or relating to the adrenal cortex. Adrenocorticotrophin. Adrenocorticotrophin. Noun. Another term for adrenocorticotropic hormone. Adrenocorticotropic. Adrenocorticotropic. Adjective. Acting to stimulate the adrenal cortex, especially in adrenocorticotropic hormone. Adrenodoxin. Adrenodoxin. Noun. A ferredoxin found in mitochondria of the adrenal cortex. Adrenogenital. Adrenogenital. Adjective. Of or relating to the adrenal glands and the genitals, especially in adrenogenital syndrome, designating a group of disorders in which abnormal production of steroid hormones by the adrenal cortex results in abnormalities of usually secondary sexual characteristics, especially the virilization of females. Adrenoleukodystrophy. Adrenoleukodystrophy. Noun. Originally, an inherited X-linked recessive disorder characterized by atrophy of the adrenal cortex and degeneration of the white matter of the nervous system, typically appearing in prepubertal boys, and leading to Addisonian symptoms, spastic paralysis, and mental deterioration. Later also, more fully, neonatal adrenoleukodystrophy, a similar disorder inherited in an autosomal recessive manner and appearing in infancy. Adrenolytic. Adrenolytic. Adjective. Destructive of the adrenal gland or its function, suppressing adrenal function, especially hormone synthesis by the cortex. Noun. An adrenolytic substance or agent. Adrenomedullary. Adrenomedullary. Noun. Of or relating to the adrenal medulla. Adrenotrophic. Adrenotropic. Adjective. Adrenotropic. 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 Adjective. Acting specifically upon the adrenal gland, specifically equals adrenocorticotropic. Adret. Adret. Noun. A mountain slope which faces the sun. Adrift. Adrift. Adjective. Of a boat or its passengers floating without being either moored or steered. Adrip. Adrip. Adjective. In predicative use, dripping. Adrogate. Adrogate. Verb. To adopt a person who is not subject to the legal power of another, also without object, to adopt in this way. Adrogated. Adrogated. Adjective. Of a person, adopted when not subject to the legal power of another. Adrogating. Adrogating. Adjective. That adrogates. Adrogation. Adrogation. Noun. Adoption of a person who is sui juris and hence not subject to the legal power of another. Adrogator. Adrogator. Noun. A person who adrogates. Adroit. Adroit. Adjective. Clever or skillful. Adroitly. Adroitly. Adverb. In a clever or skillful way. Adroitness. Adroitness. Noun. Cleverness or skill. Adroop. Adroop. Adverb. in a drooping position or condition, also as adjective, that droops, drooping with something. Adrostral, adrostral, adjective, situated near or alongside the rostrum or snout, especially designating structures in the cranium of palobatoid amphibians, and features on the carapace of pennaid crustaceans. Adrowse, adrowse, adjective, in a drowsy state. Adscititious, adscititious, adjective, forming an addition or supplement, not integral. Adscititiously, adscititiously, adverb, in an adscititious manner, additionally, supplementally. Adscribe, adscribe, verb, to assign, credit, attribute something to a person, cause, etc. Adscript, adscript, noun, geometry, a circumscribed or inscribed line, especially a tangent of a curve, now rare and historical. Adjective, of a feudal serf, hereditarily attached to an estate, and transferred with it. Adscripted, adscripted, adjective, that is or resembles an adscript. Adscription, adscription, noun, attachment as an adscript serf. Adsignification, adsignification, noun, additional or further signification added to the basic sense of a word or phrase, typically through grammatical elements indicating tense, gender, etc. Adsignify, adsignify, verb, to signify or indicate in addition, especially through the use of grammar as by declension, case, tense, etc. Compare earlier adsignification. Adsorb, adsorb, verb, of a solid hold molecules of a gas or liquid or solute as a thin film on the outside surface or on internal surfaces within the material. Adsorbability, adsorbability, noun, the degree to which a substance or molecule is adsorbable. Adsorbable, adsorbable, adjective, derivative of adsorbable. Adsorbate, adsorbate, noun, a substance that is adsorbed. Adsorbent, adsorbent, noun, a substance that adsorbs another. Adjective, able to adsorb substances. Adsorption, adsorption, noun, the process by which a solid holds molecules of a gas or liquid or solute as a thin film. Adsorptional, adsorptional, adjective, of or relating to adsorption. Adsorptive, adsorptive, adjective, derivative of adsorptive. Adsorptively, adsorptively, adverb, by means of adsorption. Adsorptivity, adsorptivity, noun, adsorptive power or capacity. Adspeak, adspeak, noun, the style of writing and speaking typically used in commercial advertisements. Adstipulate, adstipulate. Verb. To acts as an adstipulator in a contract or bargain. Adstipulation. adstipulation. Noun. Agreement, formal, assent, approval, support. Adstipulator. adstipulator. Noun. Roman law, a person who acts as a second stipulator in a contract or bargain. Adstratal. adstratal. Adjective. Of, relating to, or forming an adstratum. Adstrate. adstrate. Adjective. Derivative of adstrate. Adstratum. adstratum. Noun. A language or group of elements within it that is responsible for changes in a neighboring language. Adsum. adsum. Interjection. I am here used to indicate the speaker as present, hence as noun, this statement as an answer in a roll call, etc. Adularia. adularia. Noun. A potassium feldspar that occurs in schists, notably in the Swiss Alps, often with a distinctive opalescence, and is now regarded as a variety of orthoclase. Adulate. adulate. Verb. Praise someone excessively. Adulation. adulation. Noun. Excessive admiration or praise. Adulator. adulator. Noun. Derivative of adulator. Adulatory. adulatory. Adjective. Excessively praising or admiring. Adult onset. adult-onset. Adjective. Of a disease, especially diabetes, beginning during adulthood as opposed to childhood. Adult. adult. Noun. A person who is fully grown or developed. Adjective. Fully grown or developed. Verb. Behave in a way characteristic of a responsible adult, especially by accomplishing mundane but necessary tasks. Adulter. adulter. Noun. An adulterer, especially a male one. Verb. To commit or practice adultery. Adulterant. adulterant. Noun. A substance used to adulterate another. Adjective. Used in adulterating something. Adulterate. adulterate. Verb. Render something poorer in quality by adding another substance. Adjective. Not pure or genuine. Adulteration. adulteration. Noun. The action of making something poorer in quality by the addition of another substance. Adulterator. adulterator. Noun. Derivative of adulterator. Adulterer. adulterer. Noun. A person who commits adultery. Adulteress. adulteress. Noun. A woman who commits adultery. Adulteran. adulterine. Adjective. Of a child born as the result of an adulterous relationship. Adultering. adultering. Adjective. that adulters, corrupting, debasing, adulterating. Adulterize. Adulterize. Verb. To corrupt, debase, adulterate, rare. Adulterous. Adulterous. Adjective. Of or involving adultery. Adulterously. Adulterously. Adverb. Derivative of adulterously. Adultery. Adultery. Noun. Voluntary sexual intercourse between a married person and a person who is not their spouse. Adolescent. Adultescent. Noun. A middle-aged person whose clothes, interests, and activities are typically associated with youth culture. Adulthood. Adulthood. Noun. The state or condition of being fully grown or mature. Adulticidal. Adulticidal. Adjective. Involving or of the nature of an adulticide. 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 Noun. An agent used to kill the adult forms of a pest or parasite. Adulting. Adulting. Noun. The practice of behaving in a way characteristic of a responsible adult, especially the accomplishment of mundane but necessary tasks. Adult-like. Adultlike. Adjective. Characteristic of, resembling, or befitting an adult, mature. Adultly. Adultly. Adverb. Derivative of adultly. Adultness. Adultness. Noun. The possession of adult qualities such as emotional maturity or responsibility. Adultoid. Adultoid. Noun. An insect that has many features of an adult form but is not a typical imago. Adjective. Designating or characteristic of such an insect. Adults only. Adults-only. Adjective. Intended for or restricted to adults, specifically, of books, films, etc., unsuitable for or prohibited to children because of violent or sexually explicit content. Adumber. Adumber. Verb. To overshadow, obscure. Adumbral. Adumbral. Adjective. Shadowy, shady. Adumbrant. Adumbrant. Adjective. Casting shadows, shadowy, shady, in extended use, represented in outline, vague, indistinct. Adumbrate. Adumbrate. Verb. Represent in outline. Adumbration. Adumbration. Noun. Derivative of adumbration. Adumbrative. Adumbrative. Adjective. Derivative of adumbrative. Adumbratively. Adumbratively. Adverb. In an adumbrative manner, by way of adumbration. Adunation. Adunation. Noun. The combining of two or more things into a single entity, union, combination. Aduncate. Aduncate. Adjective. Hooked, bent inward. Aduncus. aduncous. Adjective, especially of the nose or beak, hooked, bent inward. Adust, adust. Adjective, scorched, burnt. Adusted, adusted. Adjective, adust, now historical and rare. Adustion, adustion. Noun, medicine, the state of the humors of being adust, the process of becoming adust, now historical. Advance, advance. Verb, move forwards in a purposeful way. Noun, a forward movement. Adjective, done, sent, or supplied beforehand. Advanceable, advanceable. Adjective, capable of being advanced. Advanced, advanced. Adjective, far on or ahead in development or progress. Advancement, advancement. Noun, the process of promoting a cause or plan. Advancer, advancer. Noun, derivative of advancer. Advancingly, advancingly. Adverb, in an advancing manner, with onward motion, progressively, increasingly. Advantage, advantage. Noun, a condition or circumstance that puts one in a favorable or superior position. Verb, put in a favorable or superior position. Advantaged, advantaged. Adjective, having a comparatively favorable position in terms of economic or social circumstances. Advantageous, advantageous. Adjective, involving or creating favorable circumstances that increase the chances of success or effectiveness, beneficial. Advantageously, advantageously. Adverb, derivative of advantageously. Advantageousness, advantageousness. Noun, the quality or state of being advantageous, profitableness, usefulness. Advect, advect. Verb, transfer heat or matter by the flow of a fluid, especially horizontally in the atmosphere or the sea. Advection, advection. Noun, the transfer of heat or matter by the flow of a fluid, especially horizontally in the atmosphere or the sea. Advectitious, advectitious. Adjective, that has been brought from elsewhere, imported, foreign. Advective, advective. Adjective, derivative of advective. Advehent, advehent. Adjective, carrying towards, afferent, specifically designating the veins leading to the kidney in a renal portal system. Advene, advene. Verb, to arrive, to come to, especially at a significant juncture, especially of something immaterial, to become a feature of or bear upon a situation, matter, etc., without being essential to it, to be added incidentally or as an adjunct. Advenient, advenient. Adjective, that comes from outside, deriving from an external source. Advent, advent. Noun. The arrival of a notable person or thing. Advention. Advention. Noun. The action or fact of coming or being added from outside, extrinsic addition, adventitious occurrence. Adventitious. Adventitious. Adjective. Adventitious. Adventitia. Adventitia. Noun. The outermost layer of the wall of a blood vessel. Adventitial. Adventitial. Adjective. Derivative of adventitial. Adventition. Advention. Noun. The action or fact of occurring adventitiously, extrinsic addition or influence, accidental or incidental occurrence. Adventitious. Adventitious. Adjective. Happening as a result of an external factor or chance rather than design or inherent nature. Adventitiously. Adventitiously. Adverb. Derivative of adventitiously. Adventitiousness. Adventitiousness. Noun. The quality or state of being adventitious. Adventive. Adventive. Adjective. That comes from outside or from some external source, extrinsically added, extraneous, foreign. Noun. Ecology, an adventive plant or animal. Adventual. Adventual. Adjective. Of or relating to the season of Advent, or to Christ's advent on earth, in later use also, of or relating to belief in the second coming of Christ. Adventure. Adventure. Noun. An unusual and exciting or daring experience. Verb. Engage in daring or risky activity. Adventureful. Adventureful. Adjective. Full of adventure, ready for adventure, adventurous. Adventurer. Adventurer. Noun. A person who enjoys or seeks adventure. Adventureship. Adventureship. Noun. Adventurousness, adventurous practice, daring or risky behavior. Adventuresome. Adventuresome. Adjective. Given to adventures or to running risks, adventurous. Adventuresomeness. Adventuresomeness. Noun. Derivative of adventuresomeness. Adventurous. Adventuress. Noun. A female adventurer. Adventurish. Adventurish. Adjective. Characteristic or reminiscent of an adventure. Adventurism. Adventurism. Noun. The willingness to take risks in business or politics, actions or attitudes regarded as reckless or potentially hazardous. Adventurist. Adventurist. Noun. Derivative of adventurist. Adjective. Derivative of adventurist. Adventurous. Adventurous. Adjective. Willing to take risks or to try out new methods, ideas, or experiences. Adventurously. Adventurously. Adverb. Derivative of adventurously. Adventurousness. Adventurousness. Noun. Derivative of adventurousness. Adverb. Adverb. Noun. A word or phrase that modifies or qualifies an adjective, verb, or other adverb or a word group, expressing a relation of place, time, circumstance, manner, cause, degree, etc. e.g., gently, quite, then, there. Adverbal. Adverbal. Adjective. Adverbial. Noun. Adverbial. 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 Noun. A word or phrase functioning as a major clause constituent and typically expressing place in the garden, time in May, or manner in a strange way. Adjective. Relating to or functioning as an adverb or adverbial. Adverbiality. Adverbiality. Noun. The quality or state of being adverbial, adverbial form or expression. Adverbialize. Adverbialize. Verb. To make an adverb of, convert into an adverb. Adverbially. Adverbially. Adverb. Derivative of adverbially. Advergence. Advergence. Noun. Originally, the evolutionary tendency of a species to develop characteristics similar to those of another species, obsolete, rare, in later use, specifically the process whereby a mimic evolves to resemble more closely a model, which itself remains relatively unchanged, as distinct from the convergent evolution of two or more mimetic species. Adversaria. Adversaria. Noun. Treated as plural, miscellaneous remarks and observations, notes, miscellanea, with singular concord, a book consisting of these, a commonplace book. Adversarial. Adversarial. Adjective. Involving or characterized by conflict or opposition. Adversarially. Adversarially. Adverb. Derivative of adversarially. Adversarially. Adversarily. Adverb. In an adversarial manner, originally hostilely, confrontationally, subsequently also by or according to the adversarial system. Adversariness. Adversarines. Noun. The fact of being an adversary, adversarial function, opposition, antagonism, enmity. Adversary. Adversary. Noun. One's opponent in a contest, conflict, or dispute. Adjective. Another term for adversarial. Adversation. Adversation. Noun. Hostility, opposition. Adversative. Adversative. Adjective. Of a word or phrase expressing opposition or antithesis. Adversatively. Adversatively. Adverb. In an adversative manner, so as to express opposition. Adverse. Adverse. Adjective. Preventing success or development, harmful, unfavorable. Adversely. Adversely. Adverb. in a way that prevents success or development, harmfully or unfavorably. Adverseness. Adverseness. Noun. The quality or state of being adverse, aversion, hostility, opposition. Adversifoliate. Adversifoliate. Adjective. Having leaves placed opposite each other on the stem or axis. Adversity. Adversity. Noun. A difficult or unpleasant situation. Advert. Advert. Noun. An advertisement. Verb. Refer to in speaking or writing. Advertence. Advertence. Noun. The action or process of adverting, or turning the attention to, observation, notice, heed, attention, consideration. Advertency. Advertency. Noun. The quality or habit of being advertent or attentive, attentiveness, heedfulness. Advertent. Advertent. Adjective. Attentive, heedful, often with two, now rare. Advertently. Advertently. Adverb. In an advertent manner, attentively, knowingly, intentionally, now often opposed to inadvertently. Advertique. Advertique. Noun. Chiefly in plural, a collector's term for a piece of early advertising material, an antique advertisement. Advertisable. Advertisable. Adjective. Of a product, service, etc., capable of or suitable for being advertised. Advertise. Advertise. Verb. Describe or draw attention to a product, service, or event in a public medium in order to promote sales or attendance. Advertisee. Advertisee. Noun. A person at whom an advertisement is directed, opposed to advertiser. Advertisement. Advertisement. Noun. A notice or announcement in a public medium promoting a product, service, or event or publicizing a job vacancy. Advertiser. Advertiser. Noun. A person or company that advertises a product, service, or event. Advertising. Advertising. Noun. The activity or profession of producing advertisements for commercial products or services. Advertisingese. Advertisingese. Noun. The type of language considered characteristic of advertisements, especially in using slogans, hyperbole, etc. Advertorial. Advertorial. Noun. A newspaper or magazine advertisement giving information about a product in the style of an editorial or objective journalistic article. Advice. Advice. Noun. Guidance or recommendations offered with regard to prudent future action. Adviceful. Adviceful. Adjective. Full of advice, wise, insightful, obsolete, ready or keen to give advice. Advisability. Advisability. Noun. The quality of being advisable or sensible, wisdom. Advisable, advisable. Adjective, of a course of action, to be recommended, sensible. Advisableness, advisableness. Noun, the quality or fact of being advisable or expedient as a course of action, etc. Advisably, advisably. Adverb, derivative of advisably. Advisal, advisal. Noun, the action of advising someone or something, the state or fact of being advised. Advise, advise. Verb, offer suggestions about the best course of action to someone. Advised, advised. Adjective, acting in a way that would be recommended, sensible, wise. Advisedly, advisedly. Adverb, deliberately and after consideration. Advisedness, advisedness. Noun, the quality or fact of being advisable, advisability. Advisement, advisement. Noun, careful consideration. Advisor, adviser. Noun, a person who gives advice in a particular field. Adviserate, adviserate. Noun, usually with capital initial, in Bahrain, the office or establishment of the person appointed as principal British advisor to the head of state, also, the former residence of this advisor, compare advisor, now historical. Advisorship, advisership. Noun, the office or position of an advisor, also occasionally with possessive adjective, a mock title of respect for an advisor. Advisingly, advisingly. Adverb, in an advising manner, by way of advice. Advisive, advisive. Adjective, of the nature of, characterized by, or containing advice. Adviso, adviso. Noun, a dispatch boat, equals aviso, historical in later use. Advisorate, advisorate. Noun, a group of advisors, an advisory body. Advisory, advisory. Adjective, having or consisting in the power to make recommendations but not to take action enforcing them. Noun, an official announcement or warning. Advocat, advocaat. Noun, a liqueur made with eggs, sugar, and brandy. Advocacy, advocacy. Noun, public support for or recommendation of a particular cause or policy. Advocate, advocate. Noun, a person who publicly supports or recommends a particular cause or policy. Verb, publicly recommend or support. Advocateship, advocateship. Noun, derivative of advocateship. Advocatess, advocatess. Noun, a female advocate, in early use specifically, Christian Church, the Virgin Mary. Advocation, advocation. Noun, derivative of advocation. Advocator, Advocator. Noun. Derivative of advocator. Advocatory. Advocatory. Adjective. Of or relating to an advocate, of the nature of or characterized by advocacy. Advocatrix. Advocatrix. Noun. A female advocate, specifically Christian Church, the Virgin Mary. Advoke. Advoke. Verb. Law, to summon a legal action from a lower court to a higher court, especially the Papal Court of Rome. Compare advocate, advocation, now historical. Advolution. Advolution. Noun. The process of developing in a specific direction or towards a particular end, an instance of this, now rare. Advowee. Advowee. Noun. A guardian, protector, or patron of a church or religious house. Ecclesiastical law, one holding the right to present a member of the clergy to a particular benefice or living. Compare advowson, now chiefly historical. Advowry. Advowry. Noun. A. Ecclesiastical law equals advowson, the office or function of an advowee. B equals avowry, also a person responsible for providing this protection or perhaps the payments made to ensure this. Advowson. Advowson. Noun. In ecclesiastical law, the right to recommend a member of the Anglican clergy for a vacant benefice, or to make such an appointment. Advt. Advt. Noun. As written abbreviation, an advertisement. Adware. Adware. Noun. Software that automatically displays or downloads advertising material such as banners or pop-ups when a user is online. Adynama. Adynamia. Noun. Originally, severe physical weakness, prostration, debility. Adynamic. Adynamic. Adjective. Originally, resulting in or characterized by weakness or debility, specifically designating fevers, especially typhus and typhoid, which have a marked debilitating effect, now rare, in later use, specifically exhibiting, characterized by, or resulting from reduced or absent muscular contraction. Adynamy. Adynamy. Noun. Equals adynama. Adnation. Adynation. Noun. Rhetoric, a figure of speech by which an impossible or highly unlikely situation is used for emphasis, an instance of this. Adyt. Adyt. Noun. The innermost or most sacred part of a temple or other place of worship, equals adytum, chiefly figurative in later use. Adytum. Adytum. Noun. The innermost sanctuary of an ancient Greek temple. Adze. Adze-eye. Noun. A deep socket in the blade of a tool, especially a hammer, into which the wooden handle is fitted, originally and frequently attributive of or designating a tool having such a fitting, especially in adze hammer. Adze. Adze. Noun. A tool similar to an axe, with an arched blade at right angles to the handle, used for cutting or shaping large pieces of wood. Verb. Cut away the surface of a piece of wood with an adze. Adzooks. Adzooks. Interjection, used as an oath to express asseveration, surprise, etc. Adzuki, adzuki. Noun, a small, round dark red edible bean. Esser, sir. Noun, the Norse gods and goddesses collectively, including Odin, Thor, and Balder. Aechmea, aechmea. Noun, a plant of the tropical American bromeliad genus Aechmea, comprising predominantly epiphytic species with stiff, spiny leaves arranged in a basal rosette, also in form Aechmea, the genus itself. Eschal, aecial. Adjective, of or relating to an aecium, characterized by the presence of aecia, productive of esiospores. Acidial, aecidal. Adjective, of or relating to an acidium, characterized by the presence of acidia, productive of acidiospores. Acidiospore, aecidiospore. Noun, a spore formed in an acidium, an esiospore. Acidium, aecidium. Noun, any fungus of the former genus of pathogenic fungi, Acidium, now known to represent the eschal stage anamorph of rusts of the genus Puccinia and other members of the order Uridinales, also in form Acidium, the genus itself, now rare. Esiospore, aeciospore. Noun, a dikaryotic spore of a rust fungus, which is produced in an aecium and in a heteroecious species infects the primary host. Aecium, aecium. Noun, a fruiting body produced on the mycelium of a rust fungus at a particular stage in its life cycle, especially, in heteroecious species, that occurring on an alternate host, within which esiospores are produced. Aedagus, aedeagus. Noun, in insects, the male copulatory or sperm-depositing organ, an insect phallus or typically part of it, especially the distal portion. Aedicula, aedicula. Noun, originally in Roman architecture, a niche for a statue, especially one framed by two columns supporting a pediment or an entablature, such a structure forming a shrine. Aedicular, aedicular. Adjective, of, possessing, or characterized by the presence of an aedicule or aedicules, that forms or resembles an aedicule. Aedicule, aedicule. Noun, equals aedicula, specifically the structure covering the Holy Sepulchre, also, a representation of a structural feature usually in miniature for ornamental purposes. Aedile, aedile. Noun, either of two, later four, Roman magistrates responsible for public buildings and originally also for the public games and the supply of corn to the city. Aedileship, aedileship. Noun, derivative of aedileship. Aedilician, aedilician. Noun, a person who has been an aedile, and so has the right to be elected to other offices. Adjective, of or relating to an aedile or an edilician. Aedility, aedility. Noun, aedileship. Efold, aefauld. Adjective, consisting of only one part, element, or unit, single, equals, onefold, now rare Scottish and Irish English, Northern after Middle English. Efaldly, aefauldly. Adverb, Scottish, in a truthful and sincere manner, without duplicity, honestly, faithfully. Eager, aeger. Noun, a note certifying that a student is eager. Aegalops, aegilops. Noun, medicine, an abscess or ulcer of the inner canthus of the eye, especially when involving a lacrimal duct or the lacrimal sac. Aegarine, aegirine. Noun, an iron-containing mineral of the clinopyroxene group which is characteristic of many alkaline igneous rocks, also called aegarite. Aegarite, aegirite. Noun, equals aegarine. Aegis, aegis. Noun, the protection, backing, or support of a particular person or organization. Aegethognatism, aegithognatism. Noun, the condition of being aegethognathous. Aegethognathous, aegithognathous. Adjective, designating a conformation of the bones of the palate typical of passerine birds, with the maxillopalatines separate and the vomer broad and truncated at the front, exhibiting such a palatal structure, which is found also in woodpeckers and swifts, formerly grouped with passerines in a division called aegethognathi. Aegophonic, aegophonic. Adjective, of, relating to, or of the nature of aegophony, more generally, bleeding, nasal. Aegophony, aegophony. Noun, in auscultation of the chest, vocal resonance with a bleeding or tremulous quality, occurring especially in cases of pleural effusion. Aegrotat, aegrotat. Noun, a certificate stating that a university student is too ill to attend an examination. Aeluroid, aeluroid. Adjective, of, relating to, or designating the division or superfamily Aeluroidea of the mammalian order Carnivora, comprising the cat family Felidae and allied families, characteristic of this division or superfamily, compare Arctoid. Noun, a mammal of the division or superfamily Aeluroidea. Aeneus, aeneous. Adjective, resembling brass in color or luster, brassy. Enigmatite, aenigmatite. Noun, a titanium-containing mineral occurring as long prismatic crystals of a black or dark brown color, typically as a constituent of pegmatites. Aeolian, aeolian. Adjective, relating to or arising from the action of the wind. Aeolianly, aeolianly. Adverb, in an Aeolian manner, specifically with a sound like that of an Aeolian harp. Aeolid, aeolid. Noun, a marine nudibranch mollusk of the suborder Aeolidacea, characterized by club-shaped serrata on the dorsal side of the body. Adjective, of, relating to, or designating the suborder Aeolidacea. Aeolin, aeoline. Noun, an early form of harmonium, now historical. Aeolipile, aeolipile. Noun, an experimental or educational device comprising a container which can be filled with steam or other heated vapor which escapes through one or more narrow apertures with sufficient force to cause the container to rotate. Aeolist. Aeolist. Noun. A derogatory term for, a person who claims to speak with divine inspiration or who behaves as if inspired. Aeolistic. Aeolistic. Adjective. Long-winded. Aeolotropic. Aeolotropic. Adjective. Anisotropic. Aeolotropy. Aeolotropy. Noun. Anisotropy. Aeon. Aeon. Noun. An indefinite and very long period of time. Aeonial. Aeonial. Adjective. Of or relating to an eon, lasting an eon, eternal, everlasting. Aeonian. Aeonian. Adjective. Of or relating to an eon, lasting an eon, eternal, everlasting. Aeonic. Aeonic. Adjective. Of or relating to an eon, lasting an eon, age-long. Aepyornis. Aepyornis. Noun. Another term for elephant bird. Aequorial. Aequoreal. Adjective. Marine, oceanic. Aequorin. Aequorin. Noun. A protein which occurs in the jellyfish Aequorea forscolea and certain other marine organisms and luminesces with a blue light when it combines with calcium ions. Aerarian. Aerarian. Adjective. Of, relating to, or belonging to the Aerarians, Aerarian tribune, a member of a class ranking below the equites. Aerate. Aerate. Verb. Introduce air into a material. Aerated. Aerated. Adjective. Of a liquid made effervescent by being charged with carbon dioxide or some other gas. Aeration. Aeration. Noun. The introduction of air into a material. Aerator. Aerator. Noun. Derivative of aerator. Arenchyma. Aerenchyma. Noun. A soft plant tissue containing air spaces, found especially in many aquatic plants. Aerenchymatous. Aerenchymatous. Adjective. Derivative of aerenchymatous. Aerial. Aerial. Adjective. Existing, happening, or operating in the air. Noun. A rod, wire, or other structure by which signals are transmitted or received as part of a radio or television transmission or receiving system. Aerialist. Aerialist. Noun. A person who performs acrobatics high above the ground on a tightrope or trapezes. Aeriality. Aeriality. Noun. Derivative of aeriality. Aerially. Aerially. Adverb. Derivative of aerially. Arian. Aerian. Noun. An adherent of the doctrines of Arius, whose beliefs included the rejection of the validity of the episcopate and presbyterate. Adjective. of or belonging to the air or atmosphere, equals aerial in various senses. Aerated, aerated. Adjective, aerated. Aeriferous, aeriferous. Adjective, containing or conveying air. Aerification, aerification. Noun, aeration, now especially of soil or turf. Aerified, aerified. Adjective, that has been converted into gas or vapor, that has been aerated or infused with air. Aeriform, aeriform. Adjective, of the form or nature of a gas, gaseous, now chiefly historical. Aerify, aerify. Verb, to introduce air into, now especially soil or turf, equals aerate. Aeromodellist, aero-modellist. Noun, aeromodeler. Aeronaval, aero-naval. Adjective, of or relating to combined naval and aerial military service or activity. Aero, aero. Adjective, aeronautical. Aeroacoustic, aeroacoustic. Adjective, of or relating to aeroacoustics. Aeroacoustics, aeroacoustics. Noun, the branch of physics that deals with the production of noise as a result of aerodynamic forces or turbulent airflow, the properties of something as they relate to this form of noise production. Aeroallergen, aeroallergen. Noun, an airborne allergen. Aeroballistic, aeroballistic. Adjective, of or relating to aeroballistics, designating or characteristic of missiles or other objects whose trajectory in the atmosphere can be described in terms of combination of ballistics and aerodynamics. Aeroballistics, aeroballistics. Noun, the combined sciences of aerodynamics and ballistics, especially as applied to the flight path of projectiles. Aerobat, aerobat. Noun, a person who performs aerobatics. Verb, and with object with it, to perform aerobatics, rare. Aerobatic, aerobatic. Adjective, derivative of aerobatic. Aerobatics, aerobatics. Noun, loops, rolls, and other feats of spectacular flying performed in one or more aircraft to entertain an audience on the ground. Aerobe, aerobe. Noun, a microorganism which grows in the presence of air or requires oxygen for growth. Aerobian, aerobian. Adjective, aerobic, now rare. Aerobic, aerobic. Adjective, relating to, involving, or requiring free oxygen. Aerobically, aerobically. Adverb, derivative of aerobically. Aerobicist, aerobicist. Noun, derivative of aerobicist. Aerobicize, aerobicize. Verb, to perform aerobic exercise. Aerobicized, Aerobicized. Adjective. Of a person's body toned by aerobic exercise. Aerobics. Aerobics. Noun. Vigorous exercises designed to increase cardiovascular efficiency. Aerobiological. Aerobiological. Adjective. Of or relating to aerobiology. Aerobiologist. Aerobiologist. Adjective. An expert or specialist in aerobiology. 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 Noun. The study of airborne microorganisms, pollen, spores, and seeds, especially as agents of infection. Aerobiosis. Aerobiosis. Noun. Existence of or occurrence in the presence of oxygen, growth or cultivation in aerobic conditions, the ability to live aerobically. Aerobiotic. Aerobiotic. Adjective. Aerobic. Aerobot. Aerobot. Noun. A robot-controlled aircraft, typically pilotless, also, an automated package of instruments for use in interplanetary exploration. Aerobrake. Aerobrake. Verb. Cause a spacecraft to slow down by flying through a planet's rarefied atmosphere to produce aerodynamic drag. Noun. A mechanism for aerobraking. Aerobus. Aerobus. Noun. An aircraft likened to, or considered to perform the role of, a bus, especially by carrying large numbers of passengers or providing a shuttle service. Aerocar. Aerocar. Noun. An aircraft, a proposed flying car. Aerocurve. Aerocurve. Noun. An aeroplane wing with a curved as opposed to flat shape, hence an aeroplane. Aerocycle. Aerocycle. Noun. A proposed flying bicycle or motorcycle, also military, a personal flying machine with powered helicopter blades tested by the United States Army during the 1950s, now disused. Aerocyst. Aerocyst. Noun. An air bladder of a seaweed. Aerodone. Aerodone. Noun. A glider. Aerodynetics. Aerodonetics. Noun. The science concerned with flight, especially gliding, and aviation. Aerodrome. Aerodrome. Noun. A small airport or airfield. Aerodromic. Aerodromic. Adjective. Of or relating to aircraft or travel in the air, aeronautical. Aerodromics. Aerodromics. Noun. With singular concord, the science of powered flight, the construction and operation of aircraft. Aerodynamic. Aerodynamic. Adjective. Relating to aerodynamics. Aerodynamically. Aerodynamically. Adverb. Derivative of aerodynamically. Aerodynamicist. Aerodynamicist. Noun. Derivative of aerodynamicist. Aerodynamics. Aerodynamics. Noun. The study of the properties of moving air and the interaction between the air and solid bodies moving through it. Aeroelastic. Aeroelastic. Adjective. Concerning the interaction between aerodynamic forces and non-rigid structures. Aeroelastician. Aeroelastician. Noun. An expert or specialist in aeroelasticity. 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 Noun. The science of the interaction between aerodynamic forces and non-rigid structures. Aeroelastics. Aeroelastics. Noun. With singular concord, equals aeroelasticity. Aerombolism. Aeroembolism. Noun. Embolism caused by an air bubble in the bloodstream. Aerofoil. Aerofoil. Noun. A structure with curved surfaces designed to give the most favorable ratio of lift to drag in flight, used as the basic form of the wings, fins, and tailplanes of most aircraft. Aerofoiled. Aerofoiled. Adjective. Of a motor vehicle equipped with an aerofoil. Aerogel. Aerogel. Noun. A solid material of extremely low density, produced by removing the liquid component from a conventional gel. Aerogenerator. Aerogenerator. Noun. A wind-powered electric generator, a wind turbine. Aerogenic. Aerogenic. Adjective. Medicine, of, relating to, or designating the spread of an infectious agent or disease through the air or the air passages of the body. Aerogenous. Aerogenous. Adjective. Medicine equals aerogenic. Aerogram. Aerogramme. Noun. Another term for air letter. Aerograph. Aerograph. Noun. Airbrush. Aerographer. Aerographer. Noun. A person who studies the atmosphere or observes and records atmospheric phenomena, a descriptive meteorologist. Aerographic. Aerographic. Adjective. Of or relating to aerography. 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 Noun. The study of the air or atmosphere, the observation and recording of atmospheric phenomena, descriptive meteorology. Aerojumble. Aerojumble. Noun. A sale of assorted aeronautical parts and accessories, likened to a jumble sale. Aerolite. Aerolite. Noun. A meteorite made of stone. Aerolith. Aerolith. Noun. A meteorite. Aerolytic. Aerolitic. Adjective. Of or relating to meteorites, aerolites, meteoric. Aerologic. Aerologic. Adjective. Aerological. 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 Adjective. Derivative of aerological. Aerologist. Aerologist. Noun. An expert or specialist in aerology, a meteorologist. Aerology. Aerology. Noun. The study of the atmosphere. Aeromagnetic. Aeromagnetic. Adjective. Relating to or denoting the measurement of the Earth's magnetic field using airborne instruments. Aeromagnetometer. Aeromagnetometer. Noun. An instrument carried on an aircraft and used to make measurements of the Earth's magnetic field. Aeromancer. Aeromancer. Noun. A person who engages in aeromancy, one who practices divination through the interpretation of the weather or other atmospheric phenomena. Aeromancy. Aeromancy. Noun. Divination by air or by things in the air as clouds, birds, etc., the practice of interpreting the weather or other atmospheric phenomena in order to predict the future. Aeromantic. Aeromantic. Adjective. Of or relating to aeromancy. Aeromechanic. Aeromechanic. Noun. An aircraft mechanic. Adjective. Of or relating to aeromechanics, aeromechanical. 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 Adjective. Of or relating to aeromechanics. 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 Noun. The branch of mechanics concerned with the motion of air and other gases and of objects moving in them, the fluid mechanics of gases. Aeromedical. Aeromedical. Adjective. Relating to the use of aircraft for medical purposes such as transporting patients to hospital. Aerometeorograph. Aerometeorograph. Noun. An airborne apparatus for automatically recording several atmospheric phenomena, especially pressure and temperature, at the same time, usually carried on an aircraft. Aerometer. Aerometer. Noun. An instrument or apparatus for measuring the density of air or other gases. Aerometric. Aerometric. Adjective. Of or relating to a method for measuring the density or relative density of a liquid, especially milk and beer, by means of a set of small hollow spheres or beads. Aerometry. Aerometry. Noun. The measurement or study of air pollutants. Aeromodeler. Aeromodeller. Noun. Derivative of aeromodeler. Aeromodeling. Aeromodeling. Noun. The hobby of building and flying model aircraft. Aeromotive. Aeromotive. Noun. A heavier-than-air aircraft, an aeroplane. Aeromotor. Aeromotor. Noun. Also with capital initial, a water-pumping engine powered by a windmill, also occasionally a windmill incorporating such an engine. Aeronaut. Aeronat. Noun. An airship, a dirigible. Aeronaut. Aeronaut. Noun. A traveler in a hot air balloon, airship, or other flying craft. Aeronautica. Aeronautica. Noun. As mass noun or treated as plural, collectible objects associated with flying or the history of aviation. Aeronautical. Aeronautical. Adjective. Relating to the science or practice of building or flying aircraft. Aeronautics. Aeronautics. Noun. The science or practice of building or flying aircraft. Aeronef. Aeronef. Noun. A flying machine, an aircraft, specifically a lighter than air flying machine, a balloon, especially a dirigible balloon, an airship, a heavier than air flying machine, especially an aeroplane. Aeronomer. Aeronomer. Noun. An expert or specialist in aeronomy. Aeronomic. Aeronomic. Adjective. Of or relating to aeronomy. Aeronomical. Aeronomical. Adjective. Equals aeronomic. Aeronomist. Aeronomist. Noun. Equals aeronomer. Aeronomy. Aeronomy. Noun. The study of the upper atmosphere. Aerophagy. Aerophagy. Noun. The swallowing of air. Aerophane. Aerophane. Noun. A light semi-transparent silk fabric of the nature of a thin crepe or gauze, now chiefly historical. Aerophile. Aerophile. Adjective. Equals aerophilic. Noun. An aerobe, specifically one that exhibits optimal growth at an oxygen concentration equal to or greater than that of the air, approximately 20%. Aerophilic. Aerophilic. Adjective. Designating or relating to aerobic microorganisms, specifically those exhibiting optimal growth at an oxygen concentration equal to or greater than that of the air, approximately 20%, in later use also, equals aerophilous. 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 Adjective. Microbiology, aerobic, aerophilic, rare. Aerophobe. Aerophobe. Noun. A person who is afraid to travel by air. Aerophobia. Aerophobia. Noun. Medicine, dread of or abnormal sensitivity to the movement of air, specifically as a symptom of rabies. Aerophobic. Aerophobic. Adjective. Medicine, exhibiting aerophobia, sensitive to the movement of air, rare. Noun. A person who is afraid of air travel. Aerophone. Aerophone. Noun. A wind instrument. Aerophore. Aerophore. Noun. Botany, in certain ferns, a specialized structure with numerous stomata for aeration, usually seen as a band of pale tissue on the stem or a small outgrowth at the base of a frond. Aerophysics. Aerophysics. Noun. The physics of the atmosphere, specifically the branch of physics concerned with the movement of missiles, aircraft, etc., through the air. Aerophyte. Aerophyte. Noun. Any of various plants growing without soil and especially in an elevated place as certain tropical orchids, bromeliads, etc., which absorb water from the atmosphere through their leaves. Aeroplane. Aeroplane. Noun. A powered flying vehicle with fixed wings and a weight greater than that of the air it displaces. Aeroplaning. Aeroplaning. Noun. The action or practice of flying or traveling in an aeroplane. Aeroplankton. Aeroplankton. Noun. Equals aerial plankton. Aeroponic. Aeroponic. Adjective. Derivative of aeroponic. Aeroponically. Aeroponically. Adverb. Derivative of aeroponically. Aeroponics. Aeroponics. Noun. A plant cultivation technique in which the roots hang suspended in the air while nutrient solution is delivered to them in the form of a fine mist. Aeroscope. Aeroscope. Noun. Any of various instruments for estimating the concentration of particles in the air by causing them to impinge on a surface to which they adhere. Aeroscopic. Aeroscopic. Adjective. Involving or relating to an aeroscope. Aeroscopy. Aeroscopy. Noun. The observation or sensing of atmospheric conditions, divination by observation of the sky. Aeroshell. Aeroshell. Noun. A casing which protects a spacecraft during re-entry. Aerosidrite. Aerosiderite. Noun. A meteorite consisting mainly of nickel and iron, an iron meteorite. Aerosol. Aerosol. Noun. A substance enclosed under pressure and released as a fine spray by means of a propellant gas. Aerosol. Aerosoled. Adjective. Dispersed as an aerosol, aerosolized. Aerosoling. Aerosoling. Noun. The action of dispersing a substance as an aerosol, the action of spraying with an aerosol, an instance of this. Aerosolization. Aerosolization. Noun. Dispersal as an aerosol, conversion into an aerosol. Aerosolize. Aerosolize. Verb. Convert into a fine spray or colloidal suspension in air. Aerospace. Aerospace. Noun. The branch of technology and industry concerned with both aviation and space flight. Aerosphere. Aerosphere. Noun. The body of air surrounding the Earth, the atmosphere. Aerospike. Aerospike. Noun. In a rocket, a form of engine in which the exhaust gases emerge from an annular opening and converge so as to enclose a cone or spike of gas pumped in from the engine, or in later designs, emerge from a rectangular opening so as to converge around a linear wedge-shaped space. Also, an engine in which a solid conical plug takes the place of the gaseous cone or spike. Aerostat. Aerostat. Noun. An airship or hot air balloon. Aerostatic. Aerostatic. Adjective. Science, of or relating to aerostatics, pneumatic. Aerostatics. Aerostatics. Noun. With singular concord, the branch of physics that deals with the equilibrium properties of air and now historical with the behavior of objects suspended in it. Aerostation. Aerostation. Noun. The art of raising and guiding balloons and formerly other craft in the air, now historical. Aerostructure. Aerostructure. Noun. A component or subsystem of the airframe of an aircraft, usually attributive or in plural. Aerotactic. Aerotactic. Adjective. Of or relating to aerotaxis. 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 Noun. Directional movement taxis of a cell or organism in response to a gradient in oxygen concentration, an instance of this. Aerotherapy. Aerotherapy. Noun. Treatment of disease by altering the composition or pressure of the air that the patient breathes, especially the climatotherapy of tuberculosis. Aerothermodynamic. Aerothermodynamic. Adjective. Relating to or involving the thermodynamic effects of air and other gases. Aerothermodynamicist. Aerothermodynamicist. Noun. An expert or specialist in aerothermodynamics. 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 Noun. The branch of science that deals with the thermodynamic properties and effects of air and other gases. Aerotolerance. Aerotolerance. Noun. The property of being aerotolerant, the degree to which this is exhibited. Aerotolerant. Aerotolerant. Adjective. Of an anaerobic microorganism, not killed by oxygen, able to grow slowly in the presence of oxygen. Aerotow. Aerotow. Noun. Aerotowing as a method, an instance of towing or launching a glider. Aerotowing. Aerotowing. Noun. The towing of a glider by a powered aircraft to a height suitable for launching. Aerotrain. Aerotrain. Noun. A high-speed train supported on an air cushion and guided by a track constructed as a prototype and not brought into production. Aerotropic. Aerotropic. Adjective. Exhibiting or characterized by aerotropism. 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 Noun. The property of bending or turning towards a source of air, exhibited especially by the growing roots of plants. Aerotropolis. Aerotropolis. Noun. A city or urban area centered around an airport. Aerovane. Aerovane. Noun. Meteorology, an instrument for measuring both wind speed and wind direction, having a propeller and vane on the same axis. Aerogenous. Aeruginous. Adjective. Of the nature or color of verdigris, containing or characterized by basic copper carbonate, bluish-green. Erugo. Aerugo. Noun. The patina that copper and brass acquire with age, verdigris, occasionally more widely, an analogous coating on any metal. Airy. Aery. Adjective. Of or belonging to the air, aerial, hence ethereal, spiritual, incorporeal, insubstantial. Eschyinite. Aeschyinite. Noun. A dark brown rock-forming mineral containing cerium, titanium, and niobium, now also more fully eschyinite Ce, also, either of two related minerals, in which cerium and calcium are replaced either by yttrium, erbium, and calcium more fully eschyinite Y, or else by neodymium and cerium more fully eschyinite Nd. Esculetin. Aesculetin. Noun. A bitter crystalline substance formed by the hydrolysis of esculin, of which it is the aglycone. Esculin. Aesculin. Noun. A crystalline compound present in the bark and other parts of some trees, notably the horse chestnut, Asculus hippocastanum, and used in tests to identify certain bacteria by means of its fluorescence. Aesthesia. Aesthesia. Noun. Sensory capacity or ability of an organism, organ, etc., an instance of this. Aesthesic. Aesthesic. Adjective. Relating to sensory perception, now especially of music. Aesthesics. Aesthesics. Noun. The study of the perception of something, especially music. Aesthesiogenic. Aesthesiogenic. Adjective. Producing or restoring sensation. Aesthesiometer. Aesthesiometer. Noun. Any of various instruments used to measure sensitivity to tactile or other sensory stimuli. Aesthesis. Aesthesis. Noun. The perception of the external world by the senses. Aesthete. Aesthete. Noun. A person who is appreciative of and sensitive to art and beauty. Aesthetic looking. Aesthetic-looking. Adjective. Attractive, of pleasing appearance. Aesthetic. Aesthetic. Adjective. Concerned with beauty or the appreciation of beauty. Noun. A set of principles underlying the work of a particular artist or artistic movement. Aesthetical. Aesthetical. Adjective. Of or relating to aesthetics, relating to the philosophy or theory of beauty. Aesthetically. Aesthetically. Adverb. In a way that gives pleasure through beauty. Aesthetician. Aesthetician. Noun. A person who is knowledgeable about aesthetics. Aestheticism. Aestheticism. Noun. An approach to art exemplified by the aesthetic movement. Aestheticist. Aestheticist. Noun. An adherent or practitioner of aestheticism, an esthetician. Adjective. Of, relating to, or characterized by aestheticism. Aestheticization. Aestheticization. Noun. the action or process of making something aesthetic in character or appearance, an instance of this. Aestheticize. Aestheticize. Verb. Represent as beautiful or artistically pleasing. Aesthetics. Aesthetics. Noun. A set of principles concerned with the nature and appreciation of beauty. Aestheology. Aesthiology. Noun. The study of the structure or function of the sensory organs. Aesthophysiology. Aestho-physiology. Noun. Herbert Spencer's name for, the study of the relationship between sensations or feelings and nervous processes. Estival. Aestival. Adjective. Belonging to or appearing in summer. Estivate. Aestivate. Verb. Of an insect, fish, or amphibian spend a hot or dry period in a prolonged state of torpor or dormancy. Estivation. Aestivation. Noun. Prolonged torpor or dormancy of an insect, fish, or amphibian during a hot or dry period. Estivator. Aestivator. Noun. An animal that estivates. Estive. Aestive. Adjective. Of or belonging to summer, hot, burning. Estivo autumnal. Aestivo-autumnal. Adjective. Designating Falciparum malaria, which occurs most commonly in late summer and autumn in temperate regions. Estuous. Aestous. Adjective. Agitated with or as with heat, boiling, burning, usually figurative. Esymnetic. Aesymnetic. Adjective. In ancient Greece, relating to or characteristic of a limited elective monarchy, designating such a monarchy. Ethionema. Aethionema. Noun. A plant of the genus Ethionema, family Brassicaceae, cruciferae, which comprises mostly low-growing plants with showy racemes of pink, lilac, yellow, or white flowers, native to the Mediterranean but cultivated elsewhere as garden plants, also called stone cress, also in form Ethionema, the genus itself. Etiologic. Aetiologic. Adjective. Derivative of etiologic. Etiological. Aetiological. Adjective. Derivative of etiological. Etiologically. Aetiologically. Adverb. Derivative of etiologically. Etiologist. Aetiologist. Noun. A person who studies etiology. Etiology. Aetiology. Noun. The cause, set of causes, or manner of causation of a disease or condition. Aetites. Aetites. Noun. A hollow nodule or pebble of hydrated iron oxide containing a loose kernel that makes a noise when rattled, formerly regarded as having medicinal and magical properties. The eagle stone equals acate, perticle. Aetosaur. Aetosaur. Noun. Any reptile of the extinct order or suborder Adsorption, known from fossil remains of the Triassic period, and comprising herbivorous diapsids that resembled heavily armored crocodiles. Aviternal, Aeviternal. Adjective. Everlasting, endless, eternal, especially with reference to future duration. Aviternally, Aeviternally. Adverb. Eternally. Aviternity. Aeviternity. Noun. Everlasting duration, eternal existence, everlastingness, eternity. Avum. Aevum. Noun. An age, eternity. A faint. Afaint. Adjective. In a weakened or enfeebled state, tired, fatigued, weak and dizzy, close to losing consciousness, faint. Affakasi. Afakasi. Noun. A Samoan person with some European ancestry. Afanc. Afanc. Noun. In Welsh mythology, an aquatic monster. Afar. Afar. Adverb. At or to a distance. Noun. A member of a people living in Djibouti, Eritrea, and Ethiopia. Adjective. Relating to the Afar or their language. Afara. Afara. Noun. A tall West African hardwood tree with a characteristic shape resembling a pagoda. Afear. Afear. Verb. To frighten, terrify, to make afraid. Afeared. Afeared. Adjective. Afraid. Afebrile. Afebrile. Adjective. Not feverish. Affability. Affability. Noun. The quality of being affable, geniality. Affable. Affable. Adjective. Friendly, good-natured, or easy to talk to. Affableness. Affableness. Noun. Affability. Affably. Affably. Adverb. Derivative of affably. Affabulation. Affabulation. Noun. The moral of a fable, tale, etc. Affair. Affair. Noun. An event or sequence of events of a specified kind or that has previously been referred to. Affair. Affaire. Noun. A love affair. Affamished. Affamished. Adjective. Afflicted with extreme hunger, starving, famished. Affect. Affect. Verb. Have an effect on, make a difference to. Noun. Emotion or desire as influencing behavior. Affectability. Affectability. Noun. The capacity to be affected or influenced, especially susceptibility to physical or emotional stimuli. Affectable. Affectable. Adjective. Equals affectable. Affectation. Affectation. Noun. Behavior, speech, or writing that is pretentious and designed to impress. Affectationist. Affectationist. Noun. a person who indulges in affectation or artificiality. Affectatious, affectatious. Adjective, characterized by or of the nature of affectation. Affected, affected. Adjective, influenced or touched by an external factor. Affectedly, affectedly. Adverb, in a way that is artificial, pretentious, and designed to impress. Affectedness, affectedness. Noun, the character or quality of being affected or pretentious. Affecter, affecter. Noun, a person who displays a real or pretended predilection for something, a professed adherent or practitioner of. Affectability, affectability. Noun, equals affectability. Affectable, affectable. Adjective, capable of being affected. Affecting, affecting. Adjective, touching the emotions, moving. Affectingly, affectingly. Adverb, derivative of affectingly. Affection, affection. Noun, a gentle feeling of fondness or liking. Affectional, affectional. Adjective, derivative of affectional. Affectionally, affectionally. Adverb, with affection, affectionately, fondly. Affectionate, affectionate. Adjective, readily feeling or showing fondness or tenderness. Affectionately, affectionately. Adverb, in a way that displays fondness or tenderness. Affectionateness, affectionateness. Noun, the quality of being affectionate in various uses. Affectionless, affectionless. Adjective, without affection or warmth of feeling, passionless. Affective, affective. Adjective, relating to moods, feelings, and attitudes. Affectively, affectively. Adverb, derivative of effectively. Effectiveness, affectiveness. Noun, affectionate or emotional character, the quality of arousing emotion. Affectivity, affectivity. Noun, derivative of affectivity. Affectless, affectless. Adjective, characterized by a lack of emotion or desire. Affectlessness, affectlessness. Noun, derivative of affectlessness. Affectual, affectual. Adjective, sociology and psychology, of, relating to, or characterized by feelings, emotion, or mood. Affectually, affectually. Adverb, originally and chiefly psychology and sociology, by, with reference to, or as regards feelings, emotion, or mood. Affer, affeer. Verb, to determine, decide, assess, law, to fix or settle the amount of a fine or amercement, typically by adjusting a generally prescribed penalty according to the particular circumstances of an offender and his or her offense, to settle the amount to be paid by a person, to perform this task for a certain community or region. Affeurer. Affeerer. Noun equals affuror. Affeuring. Affeering. Noun. The action of affeur. Affeurement. Affeerment. Noun. The fixing or settling of a fine or amercement, typically by adjusting a generally prescribed penalty according to the particular circumstances of an offender and his or her offense, assessment, especially of the fairness and suitability of fines and amercements. Affuror. Affeeror. Noun. A person appointed to determine the values of fines and amercements, typically charged with adjusting a generally prescribed penalty according to the particular circumstances of an offender and his or her offense. Affair. Affeir. Verb. To be proper, fitting, or appropriate, in later use frequently in as affairs, as is appropriate, so as to suit, frequently with to also for. Afference. Affrence. Noun. Afferent activity of or input to the nervous system, an instance of this. Afferent. Afferent. Adjective. Conducting or conducted inwards or towards something for nerves, the central nervous system, for blood vessels, the organ supplied. Noun. An afferent nerve fiber or vessel. Afferently. Affferently. Adverb. In an afferent direction, in a manner involving afferent vessels or nerves. Affettuoso. Affettuoso. Adjective. Music, of a piece or style of music, performed with emotion or tenderness, usually at a fairly slow tempo, affecting, moving, tender, as an indication of the tempo of a piece, fairly slow. Noun. Music, an affettuoso style, an affettuoso movement, part, or piece. Affiance. Affiance. Verb. Be engaged to marry. Affianced. Affianced. Adjective. Engaged to be married. Affiancer. Affiancer. Noun. A person who sets up a marriage, one who joins people in marriage. Affiant. Affiant. Noun. A person who makes an affidavit. Affiche. Affiche. Noun. A notice or sign for public display, typically intended to be affixed to a wall, a placard, a poster, frequently in French contexts. Verb. To fix, fasten, to affix, in modern use specifically to fix a poster or placard to a wall, rare after 15th cent. Afficher. Afficher. Verb. To display ostentatiously, to parade, flaunt, to advertise. Affidation. Affidation. Noun. Sworn confirmation of a fact, promise, or obligation, especially sworn confirmation of one's intent to marry. Affidavit. Affidavit. Noun. A written statement confirmed by oath or affirmation, for use as evidence in court. Affiliable. Affiliable. Adjective. Capable of being affiliated, linked, or connected. Affiliate. Affiliate. Verb. Officially attach or connect a subsidiary group or a person to an organization. Noun. A person or organization officially attached to a larger body. Affiliated. Affiliated. Adjective. Of a subsidiary group or a person officially attached or connected to an organization. Affiliation. Affiliation. Noun. The state or process of affiliating or being affiliated. Affiliative. Affiliative. Adjective. Derivative of affiliative. Affinage. Affinage. Noun. Cheese making, the process of maturing cheese, usually in a cellar or climate-controlled room. Affinal. Affinal. Adjective. Concerning or having a family relationship by marriage. Affinally. Affinally. Adverb. By marriage. Affination. Affination. Noun. Metallurgy, the process of refining precious metal, especially by treatment with hot concentrated sulfuric acid. Affine. Affine. Adjective. Allowing for or preserving parallel relationships. Noun. A relative by marriage. Affined. Affined. Adjective. Related or connected. Affineur. Affineur. Noun. A person responsible for maturing cheese in a cellar, climate-controlled room, etc. Affinitative. Affinitative. Adjective. Characterized by affinity, of the nature of affinity, in later use, of or relating to affinity. Affinition. Affinition. Noun. The fact of having affinity with something, the formation or recognition of affinity with a person or thing, an instance of this. Affinitive. Affinitive. Noun. An affinity, relationship, or connection. Adjective. Characterized by affinity or mutual attraction. Affinity. Affinity. Noun. A natural liking for an understanding of someone or something. Affirm. Affirm. Verb. State emphatically or publicly. Affirmable. Affirmable. Adjective. Capable of being affirmed or asserted. Affirmably. Affirmably. Adverb. Positively, affirmatively, rare. Affirmance. Affirmance. Noun. Confirmation, corroboration, an instance of this, frequently in affirmance of something. Affirmant. Affirmant. Noun. A person who affirms something, a person who makes a statement or declaration. Adjective. Chiefly law and logic, that affirms something, now rare. Affirmation. Affirmation. Noun. The action or process of affirming something. Affirmative. Affirmative. Adjective. Agreeing with or consenting to a statement or request. Noun. A statement of agreement with or consent to an assertion or request. Interjection. Expressing agreement with or consent to a statement or request, yes. Affirmatively. Affirmatively. Adverb. Derivative of affirmatively. Affirmatory. Affirmatory. Adjective. Agreeing with or confirming a statement. Affirmer. Affirmer. Noun. Derivative of affirmer. Affirmingly. Affirmingly. Adverb. In an affirming manner, positively, affirmatively. Affix. Affix. Verb. Stick, attach, or fasten something to something else. Noun. An addition to the base form or stem of a word in order to modify its meaning or create a new word. Affixable. Affixable. Adjective. Capable of being affixed, attached, or fastened to something else. Affixal. Affixal. Adjective. Designating an affix, relating to or involving an affix or affixes. Affixation. Affixation. Noun. Derivative of affixation. Affixedness. Affixedness. Noun. The state of being affixed, devotion, attachment. Affixer. Affixer. Noun. A person who or thing which affixes or attaches something. Affixion. Affixion. Noun. The action of affixing, attaching, or fastening something, the state of being affixed, specifically crucifixion. Affixment. Affixment. Noun. The action of affixing something. Affixture. Affixture. Noun. The action of affixing something, the state of being affixed, attachment. Afflate. Afflate. Verb. To inflate or fill, chiefly figurative, to blow or breathe on. Afflated. Afflated. Adjective. Inspired, especially by divine or spiritual means. Afflation. Afflation. Noun. A breeze or blast of air, an act of blowing, chiefly figurative, an instance of divine or spiritual communication, an inspiration. Compare afflatus. 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 Noun. A divine creative impulse or inspiration. Afflict. Afflict. Verb. Of a problem or illness cause pain or trouble to, affect adversely. Afflictedly. Afflictedly. Adverb. In an afflicted or distressed manner, dejectedly. Afflictedness. Afflictedness. Noun. The state of being afflicted, distress. Afflictor. Afflicter. Noun. A person who causes affliction or distress, an oppressor, a tormentor. Afflictingly. Afflictingly. Adverb. In an afflicting manner, so as to distress or trouble. Affliction. Affliction. Noun. A cause of pain or harm. Afflictionless. afflictionless. Adjective, free from affliction. Afflictive, afflictive. Adjective, causing pain or suffering. Afflictively, afflictively. Adverb, in an afflictive manner, so as to distress, painfully, grievously, troublesomely. Afflictor, afflictor. Noun, equals afflictor. Affluence, affluence. Noun, the state of having a great deal of money, wealth. Affluency, affluency. Noun, affluence, in early use also as a count noun. Affluent, affluent. Adjective, especially of a group or area having a great deal of money, wealthy. Noun, a tributary stream. Affluential, affluential. Adjective, rich and socially influential. Noun, a rich and socially influential person. Affluently, affluently. Adverb, derivative of affluently. Affluenza, affluenza. Noun, a psychological malaise supposedly affecting wealthy young people, symptoms of which include a lack of motivation, feelings of guilt, and a sense of isolation. Afflux, afflux. Noun, a flow of something, especially water or air. Affly, affly. Adverb, affectionately. Affogata, affogato. Noun, an Italian dessert consisting of vanilla ice cream topped with a shot of espresso coffee. A force, afforce. Verb, reinforce a body of people with new members. Afforcement, afforcement. Noun, chiefly English law, reinforcement of a deliberative body, especially in the Middle Ages, the addition of members to a jury when the original jurors cannot agree a majority verdict. Afford, afford. Verb, have enough money to pay for. Affordability, affordability. Noun, ability to be afforded, an expensiveness. Affordable, affordable. Adjective, inexpensive, reasonably priced. Affordably, affordably. Adverb, derivative of affordably. Affordance, affordance. Noun, psychology, a property of an object or an aspect of the environment, especially relating to its potential utility, which can be inferred from visual or other perceptual signals, more generally a quality or utility which is readily apparent or available. Afforder, afforder. Noun, a person who or thing which provides or supplies something, chiefly with of. Afforest, afforest. Verb, convert land into forest, especially for commercial exploitation. Afforestable, afforestable. Adjective, of land, capable of being converted into forest or woodland. Afforestation, Afforestation. Noun. Derivative of afforestation. Afformative. Afformative. Noun. Chiefly in Semitic languages, a syllable, particle, etc., suffixed as a formative element. Adjective. Chiefly in Semitic languages, of a syllable, particle, etc., suffixed as a formative element. A franchise. Affranchise. Verb. Release from servitude. Affranchisement. Affranchissement. Noun. The action or practice of setting free a person or group of people, liberation, emancipation. Affray. Affray. Noun. An instance of group fighting in a public place that disturbs the peace. Affrayer. Affrayer. Noun. A person who commits an affray. Affrate. Affreight. Verb. To hire a vessel to transport goods. Affreighter. Affreighter. Noun. A person who hires a vessel to transport goods. Affreightment. Affreightment. Noun. The hiring of a vessel for the transportation of goods. Affricate. Affricate. Noun. A phoneme which combines a plosive with an immediately following fricative or spirant sharing the same place of articulation, e.g. ch as in chair and j as in jar. Affricated. Affricated. Adjective. Phonetics, of a sound, that has been changed into an affricate, also of pronunciation, that exhibits affrication. 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 Noun. Phonetics, the action or process of changing a sound into an affricate, pronunciation of a sound as an affricate. Affricative. Affricative. Noun. Affricate. Affright. Affright. Verb. Frighten someone. Noun. Fright. Affrightedly. Affrightedly. Adverb. In a frightened manner, with fright or alarm. Affrightened. Affrightened. Adjective. Affrighted. Affrightening. Affrightening. Adjective. Affrighting. Affront. Affront. Noun. An action or remark that causes outrage or offense. Verb. Offend the modesty or values of. Affrontedly. Affrontedly. Adverb. In an offended or insulted manner, with indignation at a perceived insult. Affrontedness. Affrontedness. Noun. The state of being insulted or offended, indignation at a perceived insult. Affrontee. Affrontee. Noun. A person who is or has been affronted, an insulted or offended person. Adjective. Originally heraldry, of two figures in a design, facing each other, compare affronted, confronte, now rare. Affronter. Affronter. Noun. a person who affronts or insults another, a person who causes offense. Affrontary. Affrontery. Noun. Effrontery. Affrontful. Affrontful. Adjective. Insulting, offensive. Affrontingly. Affrontingly. Adverb. In an impudent, insulting, or offensive manner, so as to cause offense. Affrontive. Affrontive. Adjective. Characterized by impudence, insult, or offense, having the tendency or capacity to cause offense. Affrontively. Affrontively. Adverb. In an affrontive or offensive manner. Affrontiveness. Affrontiveness. Noun. The quality of being affrontive, impudence, effrontery. Affrontment. Affrontment. Noun. Hostile confrontation, opposition. Affronte. Affronte. Acute. Adjective. Of an animal's head facing the observer. Affuse. Affuse. Verb. Chiefly in Pass, Christian Church, to baptize a person by affusion. 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 Noun. The action or an act of pouring a liquid onto something or someone, now rare. Afghani. Afghani. Noun. The basic monetary unit of Afghanistan, equal to 100 pulls. Afibrinogenemia. Afibrinogenemia. Noun. Absence of fibrinogen in the blood, usually resulting in impaired coagulation, an acquired or inherited condition characterized by this. Aficionada. Aficionada. Noun. A female aficionado, originally a female devotee of bullfighting, now usually a woman or girl who is very enthusiastic about some activity, subject, or pastime. Aficionado. Aficionado. Noun. A person who is very knowledgeable and enthusiastic about an activity, subject, or pastime. Afield. Afield. Adverb. To or at a distance. Afikoman. Afikoman. Noun. A piece broken off from a matzah during the Seder and put aside to be eaten at the end of the meal, it is traditionally hidden to be searched for by the children present. Afion. Afion. Noun. Opium, especially in a raw liquid form. Afire. Afire. Adjective. On fire, burning. Affiz. Afizz. Adverb. In or into a fizz, also as predicative adjective, usually with, bubbling, effervescent, fizzing, frequently figurative of a state of mind, a situation, etc. Afflagellar. Aflagellar. Adjective. Equals afflagellate. Afflagellate. Aflagellate. Adjective. Lacking flagella. Aflame. Aflame. Adjective. In flames, burning. Afflank. Aflank. Adverb. On the flank or side. Afflap. Aflap. Adjective. flapping, also figurative, worried, agitated, informal, only in predicative use. Aflare, aflare, adjective, bursting with activity, full of intense excitement. Adverb, in or into a state of intense excitement or activity. Afflash, aflash, adjective, flashing, briefly or intermittently bright. Aflatoxin, aflatoxin, noun, any of a class of toxic compounds produced by certain molds found in food, which can cause liver damage and cancer. Affleid, afleyed, adjective, in predicative use, frightened, afraid. Afflicker, aflicker, adjective, in predicative use, flickering. Afflight, aflight, adjective, in predicative use, flying, in flight, airborne. Afloat, afloat, adjective, floating in water, not sinking. Aflocked, aflocht, adjective, in predicative use, agitated, in a flutter. Aflood, aflood, adjective, flooded or submerged. Aflow, aflow, adverb, in or into a flowing state, so as to flow. Adjective, in predicative use, flowing. Aflower, aflower, adjective, in predicative use, flowering, blooming. Afflush, aflush, adjective, in predicative use, flushed, blushing. Adverb, in or into a flushed or blushing state. Aflutter, aflutter, adjective, in a state of tremulous excitement. Aflying, a-flying, adjective, in predicative use, flying, a flight, also as adverb, in or into a state of flight, into the air. Afoam, afoam, adjective, in predicative use, foaming, covered with or full of foam. Adverb, in or into a foaming state, so as to be covered in foam. Afocal, afocal, adjective, of a lens or other optical system, that transfers an image without bringing it to a focus, i.e. so that rays entering parallel emerge parallel, relating to or constituting such a system. Afoot, afoot, adjective, in preparation or progress, happening or beginning to happen. Afore, afore, preposition, before. Aforegoing, aforegoing, adjective, existing or happening earlier, specifically earlier in a discourse or text. Noun, with the foregoing words or things to which reference is here made, that which has gone before. Aforehand, aforehand, adverb, formerly, in the past, previously, equals beforehand. Aforementioned, aforementioned, adjective, denoting a thing or person previously mentioned. Aforenamed, aforenamed, adjective, denoting a thing or person previously mentioned. Aforeness, aforeness, noun, the state of coming before, pre-existence, earlier existence. Aforeider, aforeider. Noun, in plural, the advance guard of an army, scouts. Aforesaid, aforesaid. Adjective, another term for aforementioned. Aforetime, aforetime. Adverb, in the past, formerly, previously, equals aforetimes. Noun, former time, the past, and earlier time, compare earlier, beforetime. Adjective, attributive former, past, earlier, previous. Aforetimes, aforetimes. Adverb, in the past, formerly, previously, equals aforetime. Afoul, afoul. Adverb, into conflict or difficulty with. Afraid, afraid. Adjective, feeling fear or anxiety, frightened. Afraidness, afraidness. Noun, the quality or state of being afraid, timidity, fear. Afreet, afreet. Noun, in Arabian and Muslim mythology, a powerful jinn or demon. Afresh, afresh. Adverb, in a new or different way. Afret, afret. Adjective, in a fretted state, fretting. Afront, afront. Adverb, in front, now chiefly in affront of, equals since be now regional. Preposition, in front of. Afromosia, afrormosia. Noun, the valuable timber of a tropical tree, resembling teak and used for furniture. Afrown, afrown. Adjective, frowning. Aft cabin, aft-cabin. Noun, equals aftercabin. Aft, aft. Adverb, at, near, or towards the stern of a ship or tail of an aircraft. Adjective, at, near, or towards the stern of a ship or tail of an aircraft. After Christ, after-christ. Adjective, occurring or existing after the lifetime of Christ. Noun, a second Christ, a successor to Christ, rare. After Christian, after-christian. Noun, a person in a society which has ceased to be Christian. Adjective, having ceased to be Christian. After being, after-being. Noun, a subsequent existence. After blow, after-blow. Noun, especially in the basic Bessemer process, continuation of the blow for a short time after decarburization is complete, in order to dephosphorize the steel. After born, after-born. Adjective, chiefly law, of a child, born after the father's death, or after the execution of the father's will, also Roman law, born after the composition of the father's last will. Noun, now usually in form afterborn, an after-born person or child, also treated as plural, usually with the after-born people or children considered collectively, now chiefly law. After chrome, after-chrome. Adjective, Attributive used in or relating to the process of applying a mordant to an already dyed material, designating this process, of a dye subjected to or requiring after chroming. Verb. To apply a mordant to an already dyed material, to subject to after chroming. After chromed. After-chromed. Adjective. Subjected to after chroming. After chroming. After-chroming. Noun. The application of a mordant to an already dyed material. After comer. After-comer. Noun. A person who comes after, a descendant, a successor, also in plural, future generations, posterity. After coming. After-coming. Adjective. That comes after or later, subsequent, following, succeeding. After course. After-course. Noun. A later course in a meal, specifically the final course, a dessert. After crop. After-crop. Noun. A second crop harvested, especially in a single season or year, also figurative, something extra or additional. After cropping. After-cropping. Noun. An after crop, the action of sowing or harvesting an after crop. After cure. After-cure. Noun. A further course of medical treatment, especially one given during or after residence at a spa, treatment of this kind. After death. After-death. Noun. Now usually in the form after death, an existence which follows death, an afterlife. Adjective. Relating to a period after death, following or taking place after death. After dinner. After-dinner. Noun. The time after dinner, a period of time after dinner, often devoted to recreation, the remainder of the day after dinner. Adjective. Following dinner, taking place after dinner, of a speech, toast, etc., given or made after dinner, prior to leaving the table, of a speaker that gives such speeches. After drop. After-drop. Noun. Medicine and surgery, a continued or renewed drop in core body temperature occurring as a subject with induced or accidental hypothermia is rewarmed, resulting from the return of very cold blood from the extremities to the core circulation. After effect. After-effect. Noun. An effect that follows after the primary action of something. After frame. After-frame. Noun. Shipbuilding any of the frames in the rear half of a ship. After game. After-game. Adjective. Equals after match. After gathering. After-gathering. Noun. Fruit or crops gathered after the initial harvest, reaping, etc., gleaning, an item of fruit or a crop so gathered, also figurative, now rare. After generation. After-generation. Noun. A later or subsequent generation. After hour. After-hour. Noun. A period of time following any incident or act, a later or subsequent moment, a later hour of the day. Adjective. After hours. After image. After-image. Noun. An impression of a vivid image retained by the eye after the stimulus has ceased. After mass. After-mass. Noun. A service held following a mass. Adjective. Chiefly with capital initial in the second element, occurring or taking place after mass, also of food or drink, consumed after mass. After match. After-match. Adjective. Occurring or taking place after a sporting match. After meeting. After-meeting. Noun. A subsequent meeting, Christian church, a social, administrative, or devotional gathering held shortly after a church service or other religious assembly. After mess. After-mess. Noun. Navy. A mess situated in the rear of a ship. After order. After-order. Noun. A later or subsequent order. After ox. After-ox. Noun. One of the hindmost pair in a team of draft oxen. After party. After-party. Noun. A party held after another event, especially a concert or another party. After proof. After-proof. Adjective. Carried out or occurring after initial testing. After reckoning. After-reckoning. Noun. A later or subsequent reckoning, in early use especially the Last Judgment. After ripening. After-ripening. Noun. The occurrence of chemical or physical changes in a fruit, seed, or other plant part after harvesting, in later use, specifically such changes leading to the breaking of dormancy in seeds. After roll. After-roll. Noun. A second or subsequent roll of thunder, also a roll of the waves following the subsidence of a storm, frequently figurative and in figurative contexts. After sail. After-sail. Noun. Usually in plural, a sail on the mizzen mast of a ship, or on the stays between the mainmast and the mizzen mast, also occasionally a sail on the mainmast. After school. After-school. Adjective. Taking place after normal school hours. After season. After-season. Noun. A later period or season, the latter part of, or the period after the end of, the season. Adjective. Attributive that takes place at the latter end of, or following the conclusion of, the season. After sensation. After-sensation. Noun. A sensation that persists or recurs after the stimulus which gave rise to it ceases. After ski. After-ski. Adjective. Designating clothing worn or intended to be worn after skiing, of or relating to the period of the day after skiing is over. After supper. After-supper. Adjective. of, relating to, or characteristic of the time after supper, taken or held after supper. After swarm, after-swarm. Noun. A second swarm of bees. After thinker, after-thinker. Noun. A person who thinks chiefly or only about events in the past. After treatment, after-treatment. Noun. Later or further treatment, an instance of this. After war, after-war. Noun. A later or subsequent war, now rare. Adjective. Following a war, of, relating to, or characteristic of the period following a war, now chiefly with reference to the wars of 1914–18 and 1939–45. After wit, after-wit. Noun. Wisdom acquired after the event, typically too late to be of use. The fact of acquiring wisdom in this way, an instance of this, frequently proverbially and in plural in early use. Compare earlier for wit and man of after wits. After work, after-work. Adjective. Attributive of, relating to, or occurring in a period of time after the working day, specifically designating activities or social events taking place immediately after work hours. Afterwort, after-wort. Noun. Partially fermented wort remaining after any stage of a process of brewing, this wort used in the preparation of lower quality drinks, vinegar, etc. frequently in plural. Compare wash. After writing, after-writing. Noun. A postscript. After yards, after-yards. Noun. The yards in the mainmast and mizzen mast. After year, after-year. Noun. A later or future year, usually in plural. After, after. Preposition. In the time following an event or another period of time. Conjunction. During the period of time following an event. Adverb. During the period of time following an event. Adjective. Later. Afterbeat. Afterbeat. Noun. Medicine, a beat of the heart or of the pulse following a main or normal beat, in later use specifically and extrasystole, now rare. Afterbirth. Afterbirth. Noun. The placenta and fetal membranes discharged from the uterus after the birth of offspring. Afterburden. Afterburden. Noun. Afterbirth, also figurative, now historical and rare. Afterburn. Afterburn. Noun. A lingering burning sensation, in later use especially, a warm sensation in the mouth or throat caused by hot or spicy food or strong alcoholic drink. Afterburner. Afterburner. Noun. An auxiliary burner in which extra fuel is burned in the exhaust of a jet engine, to increase thrust. Afterburning. Afterburning. Noun. Generally, burning that takes place after some event. Adjective. Of a jet engine, fitted with or using an afterburner. Aftercabin. Aftercabin. Noun. The cabin in the part of a ship nearer the stern, typically used to accommodate the captain or other senior officers. Aftercall. Aftercall. Noun. A new or subsequent call. Aftercare. Aftercare. Noun. Care of a patient after a stay in hospital or of a person on release from prison. Aftercast. Aftercast. Noun. An estimate or outline of the course of things made after the event, especially of weather conditions. Afterclap. Afterclap. Noun. An act or effect occurring after the conclusion of some affair or incident, especially when unexpected or undesirable, an unwelcome consequence or surprise. Aftercool. Aftercool. Verb. To cool air, gas, or liquid after its passage through a compressor or supercharger, which tends to heat it, especially if there is no further compression of it, to cause to pass through an aftercooler. Aftercooled. Aftercooled. Adjective. Of a gas or liquid, that has been cooled after having been compressed. Aftercooler. Aftercooler. Noun. An apparatus for cooling air discharged from a compressor or supercharger, especially from a final stage of compression. Aftercooling. Aftercooling. Noun. The cooling of a fluid following a stage of compression, especially a final compression, the use of an aftercooler. Afterdamp. Afterdamp. Noun. Choking gas left after an explosion of firedamp in a mine, rich in carbon monoxide. Afterday. Afterday. Noun. A subsequent day, a later period, in plural later or future times, aftertimes, posterity. Afterdeck. Afterdeck. Noun. An open deck toward the stern of a ship. Afterdischarge. Afterdischarge. Noun. Physiology. Continued neural or muscular electrical activity after cessation of a stimulus, an instance of this. Afterfeather. Afterfeather. Noun. A secondary structure attached to the undersurface of the shaft of a contour feather, typically resembling a smaller and downier feather, also called hyperachis. Afterfeed. Afterfeed. Noun. Equals aftergrass. Afterglow. Afterglow. Noun. Light or radiance remaining in the sky after the sun has set. Aftergrass. Aftergrass. Noun. The second crop of grass which grows after the first has been mown or harvested, new grass after mowing or harvest. Aftergrowth. Aftergrowth. Noun. A second or subsequent growth, a new growth after the first has been removed. Afterguard. Afterguard. Noun. The sailors stationed on the quarterdeck and poop of a sailing ship, charged with operating the sails and other equipment aft of the mainmast, now chiefly historical. Afterhand. Afterhand. Adverb. afterwards, subsequently, after the event, now Scottish and U.S. Afterheat, afterheat. Noun. Heat that remains or is left over, heat occurring after an initial period of heating or as an after effect. Afterings. Afterings. Noun. Something which follows something else, especially consequences, outcome, chiefly Scottish in later use. Afterknowledge. Afterknowledge. Noun. Knowledge after the event, retrospective knowledge. Afterlife. Afterlife. Noun. In some religions, life after death. Afterlight. Afterlight. Noun. Afterglow. Afterling. Afterling. Noun. A person who or thing which comes later, a follower, a descendant. Afterload. Afterload. Noun. Physiology, originally in experimental studies of muscle contraction, a load added to a strip of muscle after contraction has begun, in later use also, the force that a ventricle of the heart must generate in order to eject blood, determined largely by vascular resistance. Verb. Physiology, to subject a muscle to an afterload. Afterloading. Afterloading. Noun. Physiology, the subjection of a muscle to an afterload, the degree of afterload to which a muscle, especially the heart, is subjected. Aftermarket. Aftermarket. Noun. The market for spare parts, accessories, and components for motor vehicles. Aftermath. Aftermath. Noun. The consequences or after effects of a significant unpleasant event. Aftermost. Aftermost. Adjective. Nearest the stern of a ship or tail of an aircraft. Afterness. Afterness. Noun. The fact or quality of being later or subsequent in time. Afternoon. Afternoon. Noun. The time from noon or lunchtime to evening. Adverb. In the afternoon, every afternoon. Interjection. Short for good afternoon. Afternooner. Afternoner. Noun. A person who spends an afternoon engaged in a certain activity, or at leisure, frequently with the relevant day specified, as Saturday afternooner, Sunday afternooner, etc. Afternose. Afternouse. Noun. Equals postclipius. Afterpain. Afterpain. Noun. Pain which follows later, an instance of this. Afterpains. Afterpains. Noun. Pains after childbirth caused by contraction of the uterus. Afterpart. Afterpart. Noun. The part of something nearest the rear, nautical, the part of a ship, deck, etc., nearest to the stern. Afterpiece. Afterpiece. Noun. Any additional item that follows a main work, theatre, an additional entertainment, spoken or sung, usually but not invariably comic, intended to be performed after a play or other theatrical work, now historical. Afterpotential. Afterpotental. Noun. A smaller wave following a spike in an action potential, the changes in electrical potential across a cell membrane that this represents. Afters. Afters. Noun. The sweet course following the main course of a meal, pudding. Aftersales. Aftersales. Adjective. Offered or provided by a retailer or manufacturer after the sale of an item. Aftershaft. Aftershaft. Noun. Equals afterfeather, in later use also, the shaft of such a structure. Aftershave. Aftershave. Noun. An astringent scented lotion for applying to the skin after shaving. Aftershine. Aftershine. Noun. The glow or radiance that remains for a time after the sun has set, equals afterglow, frequently figurative. Aftershock. Aftershock. Noun. A smaller earthquake following the main shock of a large earthquake. Aftershow. Aftershow. Noun. Chiefly theatre and music, a subsequent or additional performance, now especially an impromptu or unadvertised rock or pop concert after the main show, often held at a smaller venue for an invited audience. Adjective. Occurring after a performance, frequently in after-show party. Aftersight. Aftersight. Noun. Consideration of past events, retrospective view, the capacity to look upon the past for wisdom or insight. Aftersound. Aftersound. Noun. An echo, reverberation. Aftersun. Aftersun. Adjective. Denoting a product applied to the skin after exposure to the sun. Aftertaste. Aftertaste. Noun. A taste remaining in the mouth after eating or drinking something. Afterthought. Afterthought. Noun. Something that is thought of or added later. Aftertime. Aftertime. Noun. Later or future times, posterity, frequently in plural. Aftertouch. Aftertouch. Noun. A facility on an electronic music keyboard by which an effect is produced by depressing a key after striking it. Afterview. Afterview. Noun. The action or an act of reconsidering or reflecting on a past event, activity, etc., a retrospective or subsequent view on or of something. Afterwale. Afterwale. Noun. The rear wale of a horse's collar, resting on the shoulders of the horse, the main body of a horse collar. Afterwards. Afterwards. Adverb. At a later or future time. Afterwhile. Afterwhile. Adverb. After a while, later on. Afterwise. Afterwise. Adjective. Wise after the event, wise too late. Noun. With the and plural concord, such people as a class. Afterward. Afterword. Noun. A concluding section in a book. Afterwork, afterwork. Noun. Work done afterwards, work to be done in the future, later or additional work, an instance of this. Afterworld. Afterworld. Noun. A world entered after death. Afto. Afto. Noun. Afternoon. Aftosa. Aftosa. Noun. Especially in Latin America, equals foot and mouth disease. Aftward. Aftward. Adjective. Originally nautical, that is situated or positioned near the stern or rear. Adverb. Originally nautical, towards or in the direction of the stern of a vessel, rear of an aircraft, etc. Aftwards. Aftwards. Adverb. Equals afterward. Afty. Afty. Noun. Afternoon, chiefly in this afty. Offzelia. Afzelia. Noun. Any of various large hardwood trees constituting the genus Offzelia, family Fabaceae, leguminosae, native to tropical Africa and Southeast Asia and valued for their coarse textured, heavy, and extremely durable timber. Ag-gag. Ag-gag. Adjective. Denoting legislation that prohibits covert documentation or investigation of conditions in the farming industry, used chiefly by opponents of such legislation. Aga. Aga. Noun. In Muslim countries, especially under the Ottoman Empire, a military commander or official. Noun. A type of heavy heat-retaining stove or range used for cooking and heating. Again say. Again-say. Verb. To speak against, contradict, to dispute, equals gainsay, also without object with to. Again. Again. Adverb. Another time, once more. Against. Against. Preposition. In opposition to. Againster. Againster. Noun. A person who is against something, especially a proposed change, also, a person who habitually opposes things, one who has a generally oppositional or critical attitude. Againstism. Against. Noun. The position or practice of being opposed to something, or of having an oppositional attitude in general, habitual opposition or criticism. Againstness. Againstness. Noun. The state or condition of being against or in opposition to an established view, etc. Agal. Agal. Noun. A headband worn by Bedouin Arab men to keep the keffiyeh in place. Agalactia. Agalactia. Noun. Failure to produce milk after giving birth, an instance of this. Agalactic. Agalactic. Adjective. Unable to produce milk, especially of a sheep or goat, as a result of contagious agalactia. Agalactus. Agalactous. Adjective. Equals agalactic. Agalaxia. Agalaxia. Noun. More fully, contagious agalaxia, equals agalactia. Agalite. Agalite. Noun. a fine, fibrous variety of talc used especially in the manufacture of paper. Agalloch, Agalloch. Noun. Aloe wood, the fragrant resinous heartwood of trees of the Southeast Asian genus Aquilaria, especially that of A. malachensis, formerly A. agallocha. Agallop, Agallop. Adverb. At a gallop, also as adjective, galloping, occasionally figurative. Agalma, Agalma. Noun. An image, representation, or emblem, specifically the image on a seal. Agalamatolite, Agalmatolite. Noun. A soapstone or other soft mineral used for carving figures, especially in China. Agama, Agama. Noun. An Old World lizard with a large head and a long tail, typically showing a marked difference in color and form between the sexes. Agame, Agamae. Noun. The plants belonging to the former taxonomic division Cryptogamia, the cryptogamous plants collectively erroneously believed to have no sexual organs. Agamete, Agamete. Noun. A stage in the life cycle of a protozoan which functions as a non-sexual reproductive cell. Agami, Agami. Noun. The gray-winged trumpeter, P. sophia crepitans, a bird native to rainforests in northern South America, now rare. Agamic, Agamic. Adjective. Asexual, reproducing asexually. Agamically, Agamically. Adverb. In an agamic manner, asexually. Agamid, Agamid. Noun. A lizard of the agama family, Agamidae. Adjective. Relating to or denoting the agamids. Agamist, Agamist. Noun. A person who is unmarried. Agamoglobulinemia, Agamaglobulinemia. Noun. Lack of gamma globulin in the blood plasma, causing immune deficiency. Agamoglobulinemic, Agamaglobulinemic. Adjective. Affected with agamoglobulinemia. Agamogenesis, Agamogenesis. Noun. Asexual reproduction. Agamogenetic, Agamogenetic. Adjective. Of or relating to asexual reproduction, reproducing asexually. Agamogenetically, Agamogenetically. Adverb. In an asexual manner, by asexual reproduction. Agamoid, Agamoid. Adjective. Belonging to the family Agamidae or the former superfamily Agamoidea of lizards. Noun. An agamoid lizard. Agamont, Agamont. Noun. In protozoans, especially in later use foraminiferans, a cell that divides asexually to form daughter cells. Agamospecies, Agamospecies. Noun. A group of individuals which reproduce asexually but share common morphological and physiological characteristics and are considered as equivalent to a species. Agamospermous, Agamospermous. Adjective. derivative of agamospermous. Agamospermy, agamospermy. Noun, asexual reproduction in which seeds are produced from unfertilized ovules. Agamous, agamous. Adjective, lacking sexual organs, asexual, formerly also, of a plant belonging to the former taxonomic division Cryptogamia, comprising plants believed to lack sexual organs, obsolete. Agamy, agamy. Noun, absence of marriage, the state or condition of being unmarried, also, lack of acknowledgement of, or opposition to, the institution of marriage. Aganglionic, aganglionic. Adjective, anatomy and zoology, lacking a ganglion or ganglia. Agapanthus, agapanthus. Noun, a South African plant of the lily family, with blue or white flowers growing in rounded clusters. Agape, agape. Adjective, of a person's mouth wide open in surprise or wonder. Noun, Christian love, as distinct from erotic love or simple affection. Agapeistic, agapeistic. Adjective, of or characterized by agape or Christian love. Agar, agar. Noun, a gelatinous substance obtained from certain red seaweeds and used in biological culture media and as a thickener in foods. Agarbati, agarbatti. Noun, a joss stick. Agaric, agaric. Noun, a fungus with a fruiting body that resembles a mushroom, having a convex or flattened cap with gills on the underside. Agaricoid, agaricoid. Adjective, relating to or characteristic of an agaric, also, belonging to the genus Agaricus or more widely, the order Agaricales of gilled mushrooms. Agarita, agarita. Noun, an evergreen barberry, Mahonia trifoliata, family Berberidaceae, of the southwestern United States and Mexico, having grayish, sharply pointed trifoliate leaves, clusters of yellow flowers, and bright red edible berries. The berry itself, which is sharp-tasting and used especially for making preserves, also, any of several similar plants of the genera Mahonia or Berberis, rare. Agarized, agarized. Adjective, of a microbiological culture medium, containing agar, solidified with agar. Agarophyte, agarophyte. Noun, any of various seaweeds from which agar can be extracted. Agarose, agarose. Noun, a substance which is the main constituent of agar and is used especially in gels for electrophoresis. It is a polysaccharide mainly containing galactose residues. Agasp, agasp. Adverb, in a gasping condition, also as predicative adjective, gasping, eager. Agastache, agastache. Noun, any of various perennial plants constituting the genus Agastache, family Lamiaceae, Labiatae, native chiefly to North America, having multiple spikes of tubular pink to purple flowers and scented leaves, especially in later use any of the many cultivated varieties grown in gardens for ornament, also in form Agastache, the genus itself. Agastric, agastric. Adjective. Lacking, or apparently lacking, a stomach or an alimentary canal, characterized by this. Agate-eyed. Agate-eyed. Adjective. Having eyes resembling agate, having a hard or intense gaze, also in extended use. Agate forming. Agate-forming. Adjective. Resulting or involved in the formation of agate, especially by metamorphism. Agate. Agate. Noun. An ornamental stone consisting of a hard variety of chalcedony quartz, typically banded in appearance. Agated. Agated. Adjective. Resembling or reminiscent of agate, marked like an agate. Agateware. Agateware. Noun. A kind of striped or variegated pottery made to resemble agate, usually by mixing colored clays together. Agathism. Agathism. Noun. The doctrine that all things ultimately tend towards good, although the means by which this comes about may be evil, unpleasant, unfortunate, etc. Agathist. Agathist. Noun. A person who believes that all things tend towards ultimate good, a holder of the doctrine of agathism. Agathodemon. Agathodemon. Noun. A beneficent spirit or divinity, especially one manifested or depicted as a serpent or dragon. Agathodemonic. Agathodemonic. Adjective. Of or relating to an agathodemon, belonging to a beneficent spirit or divinity. Agathococological. Agathokakollogical. Adjective. Composed of both good and evil. Agathopoetic. Agathopoietic. Adjective. Intended to do good, of beneficent tendency. Agatiferous. Agatiferous. Adjective. Containing or yielding agate. Agatine. Agatine. Adjective. Resembling agate, of the nature of agate. Agatize. Agatize. Verb. To convert into agate or a form containing agate, usually in past. Agitized. Agatized. Adjective. Especially of a petrified substance, converted into agate or a form containing agate. Agaty. Agaty. Adjective. Of the nature of, containing, or resembling agate. Agave. Agave. Noun. A succulent plant with rosettes of narrow spiny leaves and tall flower spikes, native to the southern U.S. and tropical America. Agaze. Agaze. Adverb. In a gazing attitude, in a staring or wondering manner, frequently with sit, stand, also as predicative adjective, gazing, staring, especially in an enthralled, wondering, or bewildered state. Agba. Agba. Noun. A large West African hardwood tree, Gosweilerodendron balsamiferum, family Fabaceae leguminosae. Also, the pale-colored, lightweight timber of this tree, used especially for furniture. Agbada. Agbada. Noun. A long, wide-sleeved flowing gown, often embroidered, worn by men in parts of West Africa, especially Nigeria. Agboin. Ageboin. Noun. Dahoma. Age-adjusted. Age-adjusted. Adjective. Of a measurement, standard of comparison, etc., adjusted to compensate for differences in the ages of the populations or groups under consideration, especially in a statistical study. Age-appropriate. Age-appropriate. Adjective. Suitable for a particular age or age group. Age-cold. Age-cold. Adjective. Made cold by age. Age-date. Age-date. Verb. To establish the age or date of an object, specimen, etc. by scientific examination. Age-dated. Age-dated. Adjective. Classified or classifiable by age, specifically marked with a date as an indication of the age of a product. Age-dependent. Age-dependent. Adjective. Dependent on the age of a person or thing or on the elapsed time in a process, correlated with or determined by age, especially increasing age. Age fellow. Age-fellow. Noun. A person who is of a similar age to another, a peer or contemporary. Age-graded. Age-graded. Adjective. Divided or arranged on the basis of age. Age-harden. Age-harden. Verb. To undergo age hardening. Age-hardenable. Age-hardenable. Adjective. Of metal susceptible or subject to age hardening. Age-hardened. Age-hardened. Adjective. Derivative of age-hardened. Age-honored. Age-honored. Adjective. Of a person revered or honored for his or her great age or longevity, of a thing respected or valued because it has existed for a long period. Age. Age. Noun. The length of time that a person has lived or a thing has existed. Verb. Grow old or older. Aged. Aged. Adjective. Having lived for a specified length of time, of a specified age. Agedly. Agedly. Adverb. In the manner of an old person. Agedness. Agedness. Noun. The quality of being aged, old age, the symptoms or characteristics associated with this.